Brighter skin. Bright Boost. Neutrogena.
It's the Rooms to Go holiday sale, and we're celebrating in style. Choose your perfect look, like this sectional, just $9.99 or $17 a month, interest-free. Save on beautiful rooms like this for $14.88 or $25 a month. Shop our incredible selection room by room and bring home dining sets like this or this. With fast delivery at Rooms to Go, you get both great sale prices and 60-month interest-free financing. Now during the Rooms to Go holiday sale.
Tonight, the high-stakes showdown as the House votes to take the impeachment process public. Who investigators want to talk to now? Plus, California burning, the firefighters working around the clock. World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most-watched newscast.
Here to perform his classic hit, Callin' Baton Rouge, please welcome the one and only Garth Brooks.
Sale at Rooms to Go Kids. Savings time on epic kids beds. Big on style and function. Starting as low as $195. Get super sale prices on awesome bunk and loft beds. Go upholstered beds. Sleigh beds. Go bookcase beds. Day beds. Storage beds. Or score great savings on complete bedrooms in a ton of go-to styles. Plus, get interest-free financing now at the Rooms to Go Kids and Teens Holiday Sale.
Red light cameras caught hundreds of government drivers blowing through intersections. The cameras are now illegal, so how will the agencies know if their employees break the law? The KVUE Defenders investigation tonight at 10.
We start this evening with breaking news. Beto O'Rourke has dropped out of the 2020 presidential race. He made the announcement about 20 minutes ago on Twitter, stating it is clear that his campaign does not have the means to move forward. O'Rourke says he will support whichever Democrat does become the nominee. The other Texas candidate, Julian Castro, is hanging on, but he still has not qualified for the next debate, which is coming up later this month. About an hour ago, Austin ISD leaders were supposed to reveal the changes they made to a plan to close as many as a dozen schools.
That didn't happen. Bryce Newberry is live at AISD headquarters with what's unfolded today. Bryce?
Mike, Terry, school district leaders were expected to go on camera around 4 o'clock this afternoon to talk about the changes, but just about an hour before, they canceled. Now the district says the plans will come out by 6 o'clock, but they won't be going on camera to talk to the media. Now this plan is what calls for closing 12 different schools, elementary and middle schools, that is, here in the district. And a big reason for those closures, I want to show you this data. This is from the Austin Independent School District. It shows that enrollment is actually dropping in the district, despite population growing here in Austin. Back in the 2011-2012 school year, the district had more than 86,500 students. AISD has lost about 6,000 students since then and expects to lose about 7,000 more in the next 10 years.
While I understand that the idea of closing schools is something that's very hurtful and emotional for many of our communities, we should always be looking to see that we're spending our monies in the right places. We want to improve how we allocate our dollars to support kids.
The district has faced criticism for the school closures plan. Earlier this week, the teacher and employee union held a rally asking the Board of Trustees to delay the vote. And the reason for these closures, of course, the district says that it'll save money in the long run. They want to focus their resources on investing in students and programming rather than outdated buildings and overhead. So now what comes next with this, the district said this plan could change, and those are the changes we're waiting for. And the spokesperson for the district said the vote is still scheduled for November 18th, just about 2 weeks from now. We're expecting to learn more here in the next hour or so we'll have more coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Reporting live at AISD headquarters, Bryce Newberry, KVUE News.
Yeah, Bryce, you know, these school closure suggestions are nothing new for AISD. In 2011 and again in 2017, Austin Independent School District suggested closing 10 schools. Both times, they backed away from those plans and did not close any. In 2011, deciding instead to eliminate 1,000 positions. Count on KVUE to keep you updated with the latest suggestions.
Sunny and cool this afternoon, getting into the 60s after a frigid start. As a matter of fact, we have new daily low records set here in Austin at both the airport and Camp Mabry. The airport today getting as cold as 25. It was 31 in Austin, but you can see everyone, for the most part, had a freeze. Some of the coldest spots was in the Hill Country and extreme northwestern Travis County, as cold as 22 on the LCRA network. There's a look at the upper 50s and low 60s right now. 62 and sunny in Austin. We'll be in the 50s for Friday night football, and we'll look for that wind to be light. And then overnight, we'll fall back into the 30s in most spots. A light freeze possible for areas west and north of Austin by tomorrow morning. We'll talk about tomorrow and the rest of your weekend forecast here in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Albert. APD is looking for a driver in a deadly hit and run, and this is the truck investigators think was involved. They say it's a silver Ford F-250 or 350. The crash happened 2 weeks ago around 3 in the morning in the Capitol Plaza Shopping Center near I-35 and 51st Street. Call police if you think you have any information or recognize that truck. The governor today updated his plan to clean up under overpasses. He's now instructed TxDOT to do the cleanups at least once a week and more often if it's needed. That's very different than just yesterday when TxDOT said the governor was ordering a one-time only cleanup. Last month, Governor Abbott had sent a letter to Mayor Steve Adler with a deadline of today for the city to take action to make progress on the homeless situation before the state got involved. The underpass cleanups will begin Monday morning at 183 and Burnett Road.
There's another new way to get around town today. The ride-sharing company Revel launched more than 100 mopeds.
KVUE's Darrenisha Heron says these are completely different than the scooters you're used to seeing in the streets of Austin.
You can hardly hear them coming.
Revel is not a kick scooter.
It's a fully electric registered motor vehicle. It rides and parks in the street. It doesn't go on sidewalks.
Friday, Revel launched a fleet of Vespa-style electric street mopeds in downtown.
It's ready on the dash. And that's it. That's how you know it's ready to go.
The dockless ride can go up to 29 miles per hour, up to 55 miles in range, and you can bring a friend.
So it's $1 to start and 25 cents a minute. And if you pause your ride, you're going to a restaurant, you're going to a meeting to meet a friend, turn off the vehicle and you can hold your ride, and that just costs 10 cents a minute.
Unlike scooters,
so either you're parking in between two cars where another car couldn't fit, or if you're taking up a parking spot, you can actually fit up to 7 Revels in one spot.
To use the Revel, you have to download the Revel Transit app. But here's the catch. You must be 21 years old, have a valid driver's license, and a clean driving record to be approved to drive. And the background check would cost you $19 up front.
Really believe that we have a responsibility as a company to ensure that we know who are the users that are getting on our service and that have access to our vehicles.
Once approved, you can pop open the trunk, grab your helmet, and multiple one-time use caps to keep them clean. The caps and batteries are replaced every 2 days. The app also shows you where the mopeds can be found. Feeling a little nervous about driving it?
We actually provide free in-person lessons 7 days a week, 365 days a year. This perfect vehicle that fits cities the way they are today because it's already regulated by the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Reporting in downtown Austin, Darrenisha Heron, KVUE News.
We'll keep you updated on how that goes. Speaking of drivers, Formula One, the U.S. Grand Prix is finally here. It's an event that brings people from all over the world to Austin.
KVUE cultural reporter Brittany Flowers is live at the Circuit of the Americas. Brittany, you were there yesterday, but today is a little different.
Yes, oh my goodness, today has been so exciting. It's actually kind of quiet right now. It was so loud like 2 seconds ago, but today there were 2 practice sessions, which means that drivers actually got to get in their cars and on the track. Yesterday we saw teams getting ready for the weekend, and today we actually got to see and hear the cars in action. Formula One has fans from all over the world, so the crowd here is huge, and everywhere you hear different languages and different accents. We actually spoke to race fans and found out that they have traveled from near and far just to be here.
We're from Dallas, Texas.
Los Angeles.
So we're from Jacksonville,
Wales in the UK.
Well, I'm from Calgary, Alberta. I'm here just to check out Austin, Texas and see what the Formula One's all about.
I'm from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and we are visiting for probably the 5th time coming to Formula One here in Austin. We love it, so it's something that we do every year, and we look forward to come back every year.
For others that we spoke to, this is actually their first time in America, and most of them hope that Formula One will really gain popularity in the United States. We have seen cars get up to nearly 200 miles per hour, which is such an exciting sight to see. I've never seen anything like this. It's really incredible. But hey, coming up at 6, we'll tell you what else you can experience here at COTA. And then happening tonight is a performance from Imagine Dragons. But hey, reporting live from COTA, Brittany Flowers, KVUE News.
Looks like it's going to be a perfect weekend for it too, Brittany. You can watch the race right here on KVUE. It is Sunday. Our coverage starts at 12:30.
Still to come as Democrats move forward with their impeachment inquiry, the unusual step the president is considering to defend himself.
And the family of a North Texas shooting victim is remembering their son, killed at a homecoming party last weekend.
Accident with a company vehicle is not just another car accident. If you were hit by a company vehicle, call Thomas J. Henry. Attorneys are available 24/7, nights and weekends.
Princess Sarah would like the ETA to the customer's house.
Agreed. 5 minutes.
Thank you. We're approaching the customer's home.
I'm not doing this ad, Brad. Let's just tell people to call Radiant for all their plumbing and air conditioning needs.
You do want to do this ad.
Let's just call Radiant.
Trust can be a hard thing to earn, but oftentimes it's built with those who have been there from the start. Like Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, the health care coverage that's been there since the beginning of the marketplace. Enroll in a plan today by calling 1-855-867-5700 or visit getbcbstx.com. You may qualify for financial assistance. With health plans that fit a variety of needs and budgets, you can find an option you feel comfortable with. carry the card that's been there for 90 years. Don't wait. The open enrollment period is here and ends December 15th. Call 1-855-867-5700. That's 1-855-867-5700. Enjoy the comfort that comes with trusted coverage. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Through it all.
The Veterans Day sale at the new Star Furniture and Mattresses is on. Take an extra 20% off everything. Plus, this weekend only, get a $100 bonus gift card with minimum purchase. Plus, 2 years interest-free. Plus, add a $9.99 mattress for free delivery on everything. Shop the best quality, styles, selection, and prices. Now with an extra 20% off, plus a $100 bonus. Plus, enter to win during our $1,000 a day giveaway. Only at Star.
KVUE presents a new Texas Crime Files podcast. Season 1 examines the case of Rodney Reed, a man facing execution in a controversial murder case. Texas Crime Files, available now.
Tune into KVUE this Sunday for live action of the Formula One U.S. Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas. Sponsored locally in part by Law Tigers, Texas motorcycle lawyers. Call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS.
This weekend, a North Texas family will say goodbye to their son, killed at a homecoming party. Byron Craven Jr. died last weekend at a shooting in Greenville, one of 2 killed that day.
As David Goins reports, his family now wants everyone to know about their son, taken from them too soon.
You can't cope with it. You try to forget it, but then he won't come through that door.
Byron and Brandis Craven lean on each other because they know they won't get through what's ahead without each other, a future without their oldest child.
All I want to do is just lay in the bed and just think about my son.
Byron Craven Jr., his family called him BJ, worked security at the GM plant in Arlington, and a recent schedule change had given him Saturdays off. So he was excited 4 nights ago to travel with his cousin to Greenville for a homecoming party on his 23rd birthday.
He was going to come back the next day, and we was going to celebrate it.
His cousin shared the video of the 2 of them having a good time inside the party venue, minutes before a gunman would open fire. Craven was one of 2 killed, a dozen others injured. Hunt County detectives charged Brandon Gonzalez earlier this week with 2 counts of capital murder, but in an interview with WFAA, the 23-year-old claimed he wasn't the shooter.
Whenever the shooting was going on, I was outside in the car, and I had witnesses to that.
So out of 700 people, how did they just pick you? You out of all those people. They picked you out of all of those people.
Right now, the Cravens say Gonzalez's guilt or innocence is not their top concern. Their son's funeral is in 2 days, and for a brief time, they want to focus on his love and his far too short life.
Anybody that he encountered said he was such a good kid. He had a heart. He was always there for them, his friends.
In Arlington, I'm David Goins.
House Democrats voting to allow public hearings in the impeachment inquiry, and the president and his allies are criticizing what they call an unfair process. The open hearings will be part of a new phase in the impeachment inquiry that House Democrats formally approved yesterday. They are continuing to investigate whether the president committed an impeachable offense when he repeatedly urged the Ukrainian leader to investigate his 2020 political opponents. White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham trying to discredit the probe, calling it a stupid scam.
If they're going to have different rules and move the goalposts all the time, then that's just not a fair process.
To show the public he did nothing wrong, President Trump is considering holding a fireside chat in which he would read the log of his phone call with Ukraine's president aloud. Earlier this week, Alexander Vindman, who was on that call, reportedly testified some lines from the conversation were left out of the call's rough transcript released by the White House.
Another massive fire is spreading quickly in California. 8,000 acres burned in just hours. The Maria fire exploded in Southern California overnight. It prompted mandatory evacuation orders for more than 7,500 people. The Maria fire is just one of 10 fires burning in Southern California this week.
The winds are starting to change, and that presents its own challenges all by itself.
All we can do is pray and hope and rely on their professionalism, and they're doing a great job.
Evacuation orders have been lifted everywhere except for where that new fire is burning.
Well, an elderly couple came out of a grocery store to find their truck was gone.
When we came out, we looked around and we thought, oh no, they stole it.
Turns out it was towed, but it may still be a crime. We'll tell you why.
Low temperatures this morning running 25 to 30 degrees below average. So this morning, really today, has been unusual for the first day of November. High temperature at 64, running 13 degrees below average. Another punch of cool air moves in tonight. We're tracking that and the rest of your weekend forecast in just a few moments.
You need fast, reliable internet so your world doesn't turn upside down. Turn it around. Switch to Spectrum. And give your family what they deserve. Switch to Spectrum Internet for just $44.99 a month with free modem. Call 1-833-624-4499. With starting speeds of 200 megabits, you'll be able to connect your devices at the same time and with no data caps. Spectrum Internet has the fastest, most consistent download speeds based on the latest FCC report. AT&T can't say that. And with Spectrum TV, you get over 125 channels with free HD and free on demand. Plus, you get the free Spectrum TV app to stream your favorite shows and movies in and outside your home. Switch to Spectrum TV for just $44.99 a month. Call 1-833-624-4499. And no contract. Call and switch to Spectrum Internet and TV for just $44.99 a month each. Spectrum will even buy out your current contract up to $500. Call 1-833-624-4499. Turn your world around. Call now.
Although not as cold as last night, tonight's going to be chilly across most of the state of Texas, back in the 30s in many spots across central Texas. 60s for tomorrow, plenty of sunshine, but more wind with our next front. We'll talk about that coming up.
After 135 years of making furniture, Haverty's knows what it means to you. We know dads need a comfy place to hover while their daughter's on a date, and that this makes the perfect crash zone. We also know eating dinner together is pretty important. Haverty's builds the furniture you need with custom fabrics to make it yours. At Haverty's Veterans Day sale, when you buy more, you save more, up to $1,000 on furniture that's built to last. Haverty's, life looks good.
Meeting people is my life. I was embarrassed to show my teeth. It was time to do something that was going to be permanent.
The Clear Choice one-day approach is making dental implants a reality for people all over the country who suffer from missing or failing teeth.
We have expertise that you might not find anywhere else, all in one location.
The next day, I had a new smile. Couldn't wait to show some folks.
Schedule your free consultation today. We'll even talk about financing options.
I had the best smile I'd ever had in my life.
Call Clear Choice today.
KVUE weather sponsored by Austin Telco Federal Credit Union.
Free checking with no minimum balance required. Visit one of our 24 locations today.
A Dallas couple was forced to walk home 6 blocks with their groceries after their car was towed.
Turns out that tow may have been illegal. As Rebecca Lopez reports, the couple may have been set up by the tow truck driver.
Rodolfo and Catalina Gowana shop at the same grocery store every week, so they were shocked when they came out and their truck was gone.
No car, no nada.
They thought it had been stolen.
When we came out, we looked around and we thought, oh no, they stole it.
The store manager pulled up the surveillance camera videos, and this is what he saw on the tape. It shows a tow truck driver getting out of his truck, then nailing a no parking sign on a pole near where the elderly couple was already parked. Then you see him tow their truck away.
And I knew automatically, because I'm a former prosecutor, I was like, this is a theft. Like, they stole from these people.
The couple's truck was towed here to All City Towing, so we went there to get some answers and found the tow truck driver who says the man in the video is him.
Okay, you towed it? You're the one that put up the sign and towed it?
I'm the one that handles the towing signs.
He claims he was just putting up signs that should have been up in the first place, and the Gowanas were illegally parked.
Well, do you make it a habit to post up signs and then tow people's trucks and cars?
We make it a habit to try to keep all of our signs updated.
But when we went back to the grocery store, the sign had been taken down.
You know, you can't put up the sign when somebody's parked and then just take their vehicle. It needs to be clearly posted.
The elderly couple had to walk 6 blocks home with their groceries and were forced to pay nearly $200 to get their truck back.
Se considera un robo eso.
They robbed us. There was no reason to tow us.
WFAA has learned All City Towing has been in trouble before and had their license suspended for about a year. And now the Dallas Police Department has this video and is investigating this as an auto theft. In Dallas, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
Tough to see that.
Yeah, it is. Well, hopefully the police will get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. What nice weather we had today. A little chilly, but
The sun was
fall-like.
out. Yeah, sun was out. It felt good outside, Albert.
Yeah, a little bit more wind tomorrow, but temperature-wise, Saturday a lot like today, and then we'll look for a slow warming trend starting Sunday into next week. But out there right now, a great evening for any kind of plans, whether it be Friday night football or out on the town. This is our live picture from downtown Austin with just some high cirrus clouds today. It's been just a really fantastic afternoon. 63 right now at the airport, 62 at Camp Mabry, the wind out of the south, and still a very dry air mass. 20% humidity, the dew point at 20 degrees. Last night, combination of clear skies, light winds, dry air, a lot for maximum cooling. We call it radiational cooling. So the air temperature met up with the dew point last night, and that's why some of you woke up with some patchy areas of fog, especially right along creeks and riverbeds. It was pretty unusual for us to get that cold that fast, but everything was just perfectly in order last night. Not as cold tonight. We'll get into that in a moment, but it's cool out there now. Most spots are in the low 60s. There's a few upper 50s being reported out towards the north of Austin in both Lago Vista and Cedar Park. Also some low 60s out west in the Hill Country and low 60s out here towards the east of the interstate. The wind today back out of the south and southeast, but not super strong, anywhere from about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Overnight, though, the winds will shift once again out of the north. Our next front will move in after midnight. There's no moisture for this front to work with, so no rain tonight. This is basically just a reinforcing shot of cool, dry air. And unfortunately, behind it, we'll have another breezy day for your Saturday, 10 to 15 miles per hour on Saturday. But this evening in the 50s for Friday night football. And then here comes the front while we're sleeping overnight. Winds will shift out of the north, say 2, 3 a.m., and then pick up throughout the day tomorrow. In the morning, we'll be in the upper 30s and low 40s from Austin off towards the east. There could be some spots west of the city and north of the city on those coldest riverbeds and creek beds and valleys that could experience a light freeze by tomorrow morning, but widespread freeze is not in the forecast. Tomorrow, breezy, sunny in the 60s as that reinforcing shot of cool air moves in. And if you have some plans for tomorrow evening, still breezy with temperatures falling into the 50s. And by Sunday morning, we're back in the upper 30s. A little bit milder with some more cloud cover on Sunday, but still mostly sunny and 67. And then a lot more clouds for much of next week, mostly cloudy Monday as we head back into the low 70s, which is a little bit closer to average for this time of the year. No pollen today, just mold in the high count. Allergy forecast and 5-day forecast found every day in the Austin American-Statesman. So great evening, albeit cool. Overnight, that front comes in. In Austin, we were in the upper 20s and low 30s last night. We'll be in the upper 30s for tonight. But if you live really just west of downtown, you live in just a typically cold area along a creek or riverbed, you could have a light freeze by morning. Breezy and 64 for tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. Sunday morning at 2 a.m., the time change, we fall back 1 hour. Daylight saving time comes to an end. Overall, more cloud cover and even some rain chances into next week with highs in the 70s until we get into Thursday. Here's Terry and Mike.
Okay, thanks so much, Albert. Well, one couple had a Halloween to remember.
They sure did. How the birth of their daughter came to be on their favorite holiday.
7-day forecast sponsored by Subaru of Georgetown. Exceptional value and the Subaru of Georgetown difference. Free dent and interior protection, windshield repair, and loaner cars.
Everybody's happy here at HEB. This favor is a part of family, delivering everything that you need in your neighborhood. Something tells me y'all are in for something good. Getting wine and beer is easy as can be. We won't even charge you for delivery. You need the favor app on your phone, but that's understood.
Get anything from HEB's huge selection of beer and wine delivered for free in under an hour.
Something tells me y'all are in for something good.
HEB in Favor, a match made in Texas.
The perfect table is a reflection of your individual style and needs. That's why Louis Shanks offers an infinite selection of fine home furnishings in every style. Visit our new Reflections Custom Design Center where pieces can be designed to perfectly fit you. Or partner with one of our experienced designers to help make your dream home a reality. Room by room or one piece at a time. Louis Shanks Furniture. We live to help you love where you live.
Friday Football Fever is back and better than ever.
Don't miss all the big plays, touchdowns, and more.
We're bringing you all the scores tonight at 10:30 p.m.
At your funeral, everyone is going to cry when they taste your spicy barbecue sauce. Or maybe they'll honor you with a procession right through the front door. Or maybe there will be hugs, handshakes, and the hustle. Let your Dignity Memorial professional help plan your personalized celebration of life. Get your free idea guide at lifewellcelebrated.com.
Austin, are you ready for Kygo, one of the hottest electronic artists on the planet? And how about Daddy Yankee, one of Latin music's biggest superstars? One concert, two distinct musical artists, Kygo and Daddy Yankee live in concert. And it's all free. Saturday, November 9th at the Austin 360 Amphitheater and Circuit of the Americas, presented by Thomas J. Henry and benefiting local charities. Free tickets available at austinelevates.com starting November 1st. Kygo and Daddy Yankee for one night only. Courtesy of Thomas J. Henry in association with iHeartRadio.
For one local couple, Halloween is more than just a day to get dressed up. It's also when they met, got engaged, and became parents. Jessica Kessinger and Tim Simon were not expecting their baby to be born for another 3 weeks, but Jessica's water broke unexpectedly, and she gave birth to a baby girl yesterday. Look how cute. They say the timing was very fitting.
And so over the years, we've always made a big deal about Halloween and thrown parties, and so it kind of symbolizes a shared hobby and love that we have.
I think what could have been maybe a traumatic situation or intense, it was very comical for both of us because we were just like, it's hysterical and makes sense.
Isn't that awesome? Their daughter was born just before 8 yesterday morning, and both mom and baby are happy and healthy. You can see doing great. Congratulations.
Beautiful little girl, too. Well, goodbye, Halloween. Hello, holiday shopping. This year, there are just 22 days between Cyber Monday and Christmas. That is 6 fewer than last year, which means retailers are cutting prices to get you excited and to get you spending. Overnight, Amazon and Walmart launched big sales with holiday shopping officially in full swing. Experts project spending online to hit an all-time high this year of more than $143 billion.
We saw a house that had their Christmas tree already up.
Really?
Yesterday.
Well, that's ambitious for sure.
I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah, I like it.
It's cool. It
I
feels like
love Christmas time, so to me, it can't be too early. It's just ambitious. I can't get myself together that quick.
Yeah, me neither. Well, Mother Nature played a trick on some children on Halloween yesterday.
How some children were treated to a taste of Christmas.
Thomas J. Henry, we strive to provide the best client experience in the industry. If you've been injured, call Thomas J. Henry.
The best treats and eats in Texas just got better. Right now at DQ, our chicken strip country basket is just $4.99. That's 4 chicken strips and a lot of DQ goodness. DQ,
that's what I like about Texas.
I help people who've been hurt. That's what I do. When you call and talk to me or one of my attorneys, it's free. In fact, we don't get paid until you get paid at the end of your case. When it comes to accidents in Austin, I'm on top of it.
The Veterans Day sale at the new Star Furniture and Mattresses is on. Take an extra 20% off everything. Plus, this weekend only, get a $100 bonus gift card with minimum purchase. Plus, 2 years interest-free. Plus, add a $9.99 mattress for free delivery on everything. Shop the best quality, styles, selection, and prices. Now with an extra 20% off, plus a $100 bonus. Plus, enter to win during our $1,000 a day giveaway. Only at Star.
All right, kids, we're taking off.
Okay, have fun.
Love you.
We're good.
They're smarter than they look.
Your home is only as smart as your internet. Get AT&T Internet for $40 a month and set parental controls with our Smart Home Manager app. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
Call ARS and Rescue Rooter.
Got a clogged sink, tub, or drain? Or other more pressing plumbing problems? Call the experts at ARS Rescue Rooter today. We'll get all your plumbing issues fixed fast. Plus, if you call now, your plumbing service call is free with repair. Don't wait. The plumbing pros at ARS Rescue Rooter are on the case 24/7. Commitment to comfort. That's ARS. Call 777-7000 or visit ars.com.
Okay, we thought it was bad here for Halloween. Mother Nature played a trick on these kids in central Illinois. They went trick-or-treating with several inches of snow. Despite the snow, you can see they braved the elements to get a full bag of goodies. That's kind of the gamble you take when you live up there.
takes a lot more than that to keep kids from trying to get free candy.
Yeah, I remember in Minnesota it would snow occasionally.
I like it. Trick or treat, build a snowman, have hot cocoa, all holidays.
in one.
Put a turkey in the mix and you got it.
Have a great night. See you here at 6.
Tonight, several developing stories as we come on the air. The deadly storm slamming the east. The man swept away in rushing waters. Now a confirmed EF2 tornado tearing through Pennsylvania, ripping off roofs, sending trees onto homes. Tonight here, the water rescues, the baby rescued. And now the blast of cold moving in for millions. The new fire in California tonight, breaking out overnight, exploding in size just outside Los Angeles. And the air assault now underway. The breaking headline just in tonight, the major name dropping out of the 2020 race. And Elizabeth Warren finally revealing how she'll pay for Medicare for all. Joe Biden's team calling it mathematical gymnastics. President Trump confirms tonight his permanent residence will no longer be in New York City. Where will he now call home? And New York's governor tonight saying good riddance, that he didn't pay taxes anyway. The manhunt, 3 heavily armed suspects stealing bags of cash from an armored truck outside a bank. The guard held at gunpoint. The new lawsuit, 2 women who say they called 911 4 times with an intruder in the home attacking with a knife. They say 911 never sent help. The other major case was Alexa listening. The woman killed with a wooden spear. Authorities are now pouring through the recordings from the couple's Alexa, their Amazon Echo device. The deadly plane crash tonight, rehearsing for an air show, the nosedive then exploding. Actress Lori Loughlin pleading not guilty to a new charge tonight. And the very close call while taking this photo at the Grand Canyon.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here to end the week together. A very busy night ahead. It's been a dangerous and deadly 24 hours in much of the east. A devastating storm slamming the east, and tonight they have now confirmed it was an EF2 tornado in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Winds up to 120 miles an hour. Several homes damaged or destroyed. In New York, a state of emergency in at least 11 counties tonight. Families rescued, this baby rescued from rising floodwaters. One man, it's believed, was swept away. Power lines down, this one sparking in East Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Hundreds of thousands in the dark at its peak. And right behind all of this, very cold air now sweeping in, and ABC's Gio Benitez leads us off from Madison, New Jersey tonight.
Tonight, powerful, deadly storms creating a state of emergency in the Northeast. In upstate New York, swift water teams in the town of Dolgeville navigating dangerously strong currents, rescuing this family from their home. Governor Andrew Cuomo helping them to safety, later declaring that state of emergency. Up to 5 inches of rain swamping cars in Buffalo. First responders using boats and a ladder truck to save drivers. One man swept away in Herkimer County is still missing tonight. Near Boston, downed live power lines sparking, straight line winds gusting near 70 miles an hour, knocking trees into homes. More than 800,000 losing power from a wet and windy Halloween storm that sent trick-or-treaters scrambling. Jesus! Outside Philadelphia, drivers blinded by debris from high winds and rain.
Oh, I'm in a tornado!
Homes ripped apart in the middle of the night.
One injury from a person outside their home that was hit by a tree, but people are banged up and bruised.
First responders rescuing children and an elderly couple trapped in their bedroom.
It sounded like a freight train in their bedroom. When they came outside, it looked like a freight train hit their house.
At least 8 homes destroyed after a direct hit by an EF2 tornado with winds up to 120 miles per hour.
Just incredible images tonight. Gio joined us live from Madison, New Jersey, and I know officials there have declared a state of emergency as well. Gio?
That's right, David. That state of emergency is in place because there are so many downed power lines and trees. And just take a look at this, because the National Weather Service will be coming out here tomorrow to survey this damage. It's not clear whether this was a tornado or straight line winds. David.
All right, Gio Benitez leading us off, and we have not forgotten the West, of course, tonight. Yet another new fire exploding in size, breaking out overnight. This time, firefighters battling the fire in Ventura County, north of Los Angeles tonight. At least 2,300 buildings and homes threatened, thousands of families forced to evacuate there. Tonight, the battle from the air to save those homes, and ABC's Matt Gutman on the fire lines again tonight, and the forecast on those Santa Ana winds as we head into this weekend. He's in Santa Paula, California.
Tonight, the last gasp of that historic Santa Ana wind event sparking the fast-moving Maria fire. New evacuations underway, 8,000 residents already ordered to leave their homes.
Boy, a shift in the winds has really turned things towards the worst here.
DC-10s and Chinook helicopters leading this massive aerial assault.
So they're doing everything they can do on this northern edge of the fire to try and stop this from spreading.
On the ground, a race to get farm animals to safety. Dogs and humans scrambling out of the fire zone. The fire exploding in size overnight to more than 8,000 acres in less than 10 hours. Residents and firefighters banding together to fight the flames. That galloping fire incinerating Aaron Lewis's neighbor's home in an instant.
Between it was 300 yards away till fully